just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Running left, it's Hall. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. On play action, now McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams from 17 yards out. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind. You'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Let's go now.
Throwing is McCarthy. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This out quickly to Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing now is Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Looking to throw McCarthy. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, 42 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll run with Hall into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air with McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. A handoff for Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 31 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Welcome back now here in London, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so it's slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog fuck with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Yeah, thinking